I'm gonna try a little night ride, a little night vlog, see what's up. Alright, Ghost is here. We're doing a little night ride. It is way after midnight. I'm out here for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to test out my 360 camera that I've got hooked to my recently installed crash guards, and I have that camera in the front of the bike. So I want to see how that looks pointed back and at night with all the lights and stuff. So maybe we can see a little clip of that right here. Another reason is riding at night is pretty cool. It can be a little dangerous. There's just the visibility issues. So I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. But sometimes on the weekends late at night, there's just some hooligans out. I almost want to see if I can just capture them in the act. Oh gosh, what's going to... I'll probably get pulled over being like, what are you doing out here so late? Oh, and look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh dear God. Hopefully everything's okay. Oh, a tree limb fell. Wow. Okay, looks like everyone was okay. They were just taking care of a tree or something. Well, now that the cops are distracted. So yeah, comment below. Tell me what you think about motorcycles riding at night. Like, do you do it? Do you ride at night? If you do, are there extra precautions you take? Are there certain roads you won't travel? Obviously, it is more dangerous at night just because of visibility, which amplifies the danger for two wheels. So if you're going to be riding, do you have any tips that you would share with other riders about riding at night? I try not to ride at night a whole lot. This is actually a time where I intentionally got out at night to ride because it is at night. It's very rare, which is why I wanted to document it too. I try to avoid riding at night, primarily just because of the safety of it. But it is a lot cooler. So now I'm thinking, man, I should do more night rides. And what's great about it being almost 1 a.m. is like there's not hardly anybody on the road, which is glorious. It was funny, the first 2 days I owned this bike, I rode it at night. So when I brought it home from the dealership, it got to be nighttime before I got home. That was in November, so it was getting darker earlier anyway. And then the next night, my buddy Randrew from S'more Industries was in town. So Bo and I met up with him at like the best barbecue place in Atlanta, Fox Brothers. Yeah. And of course, after eating dinner, it was dark and rode home from that. Thankfully, with like all newer bikes now, well, newer cars, newer everything is LED lighting. So it's so much brighter. That obviously makes things a little bit safer. I have the Corning lights that turn on here as well when I lean over. They're not, they could be better, I will say that. Seems like as I lean over, they're like way over there, but I don't know if that's something that I could change or if Kawasaki needs to kind of look into that. It's a nice to have though, just a little extra illumination. It probably works even better when you don't have street lights, because when there's street lights around, the brightness of your own lights kind of gets diminished and lost, and you can't really see how bright your lights really are. I think the lights on this bike are really good, the LEDs. I've heard other people say, oh, the lights on the Versys 1000 are not great. And I'm like, okay. I guess compared to what I came from, then, you know, these are great. If you are going to be riding at night, make sure you have some gear with some reflectivity on it. A lot of stuff comes with little reflective piping and stripes on it now by default, so it's usually not a big deal. The biggest danger with motorcycles during the day, even, and amplified a whole lot at night, is just not being seen. So anything you can do to make yourself visible is a big plus. But a lot of the times that's just like not putting yourself in a position where you won't be seen. Now the question is will I be able to trigger another light? Probably not. Oh, actually, I believe I did. How about them apples? Alright, we're about to get the 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. Wow. Okay, come on over. Another thing at night you have to watch out for is wildlife. Even though I'm in the Atlanta metro area, I'm kind of out in the burbs. Late at night when traffic gets down, the wildlife comes out. I've seen deer walking in my front yard, and I'm in a pretty well-populated area. I mean, you hit a deer in your car's banged up, you replace the windshield, get a dent banged out, but you're okay. You hit a deer on a motorcycle, you both might be kaput. It's one of those things where the more speed you have, and if you're out running your headlights, it can be dangerous. I wouldn't expect a lot of deer on a road like this, but you just never know. Oh man, it feels good to get out here. I mean, it is, what, July 9th, the hottest month in Georgia, and it feels great out here right now. What is it like? My gauge on the dash says 74, but I mean mid-70s, and then get in the wind, it feels so good. Oh man, I'm glad I went out for this ride. Leave your comments below. Do you like riding at night? What are some tips? You know, let's help each other out, share some tips. Maybe your tip is don't ride at night, and that's fine. Come on, trip the sensor, trip the sensor. Come on, baby. I thought that was another motorcycle. Nope, it's a car with one headlight. With one headlight. I might be sitting here a minute. Gosh, I might just have to go. Dead red. Come on. Well, if nothing else, I hope I got some cool 360 shots with the camera mounted on the front of the bike. We'll see how that turns out. And we're past 1 a.m. now, so I might need to go home and get a little bit of sleep. Maybe just a little bit. Hey, if you took the time to hang out with me a little bit and watch this video, I really appreciate that. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Because, okay, transparency. If I can monetize the channel, make a few bucks, I can start buying things for the channel. Let's get that ruckus, you know, we're funding the ruckus on Live on Two Wheels, but I'm also going to pay my part of it too. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe we can tweak it out and make it an adventure ruckus. We'll have a little off-road course or something that we'll do. Some other mini moto type of something. Thanks again for hanging out with me for a little bit. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. If you're riding, ride safe, y'all. Thanks.